thing is again and again. Our internet is not working well. Okay, graphs. Now this is a very, 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 very important topic because you will get a question in both P1 and P2. This is a confirmed topic that comes in both P1 and P2. So what is graphs? Graphs is you have your the basics. What do you have? You have your axis, the vertical axis, the horizontal axis. Some things I know you people know about. So we are going to quickly move through the basics. The exact center point. This is called, what is this called? What is this point called? Uh, the coordinate, the middle one. No one knows. Origin. And what do you have? You have scalings. You have the values on the x-axis and the y-axis. This is positive y-axis. This is positive x-axis. When you move to the left side of the zero, this is negative x-axis. And downwards, you have negative y. And then you have these boxes, and you have the scales given to you. Scaling. You should know the scale. What is the scale? It tells you what is the value for one box or 1 centimeter on this graph. So it depends on the scale, the values that you plot over here. Let's suppose it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the scale that you will write 1 centimeter box is equals to 1 unit in this case. Because you can see this is 1 centimeter, one box is 1 centimeter, and after every one box you are just increasing it by one, 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 one. So this is your scaling in the this is in the x-axis, x direction. In the y direction, if you have to have something else, so you will write 1 centimeter box or 1 centimeter is equals to 10 units. So this would become 10, 20, 30, 40, and similarly minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. This would be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So this scaling is very important. Sometimes you will have to choose the scaling according to the values that you have to plot. For example, the values are very, very large. You have to plot, suppose you have to plot 500. Okay, what is plotting? You have a coordinate, you have a point on this curve, and you give your coordinate. It will always be in this form, x comma y. The x value will be written first and then the y value. So the x value over here, you can see from the origin you have moved 3 to the right side. In the x direction you have moved 3, positive 3, and the y direction you have moved positive 30. So in this case the a coordinate is 3 comma 30 because you have moved from the origin 3 units to the right side and 30 units up. If I talk about this coordinate, this is your b. So b is, you can see in the x direction you have moved minus 4 and then minus 10 in the y. This point is 3 comma minus 30. 3 in the x and minus 30 in the y. You always write the first one, the x value first and then the y value. Okay, so I was telling you that if let's suppose your values are very, very large, if you have, let's suppose c is 200 comma minus 500. So you can see that with this scaling, you will never be able to plot this point on this scale. So you would have to understand and relevantly accordingly choose your scaling. So now you would choose maybe 170 is 1 centimeter is equals to 100 units. So if it is 100 units, then this would become 100, 200, 300, 400. And in the y also, you would have to choose 1 centimeter is equals to 100 units. So it would be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So now the point will become minus 100, minus 200, minus 300, minus 400, minus 500. So this is minus 500 and 200 over here in the x. So this would become the point. So look, this is how your scaling works. If you see that the values are very, very large or very, very small, so you have to choose the scaling of your choice sometimes. Otherwise, they will give you that choose this scale. So you will understand the scale, and then start plotting your numbers on the axis. And you have to be very what do you say, accurate in terms of when you're working with the graphs. Your pencil should be sharp. You should have a scale. You should have an eraser, and don't whenever you plot the point, you can either make a dot or you can make a cross. It's up to you. If you're making a dot, don't make it like this. Make it a simple, easy, simple, small. And if you're making a cross, then don't make a very big cross. Or again and again and again you're doing it like this. This would just mess up your work. So you have to do very neat and clean work. Because if you have a very clean graph, then you can find the solutions from the graph also very easily. Okay.
सर ये
Then
सी जो आपने लिखा है सी ब्रैकेट 200, 5 - 500, ये किस
yeah,
तरह है?
ये किस तरह क्या?
ये किस तरह है सी 200
If I was
माइनस?
telling that if your values are so large, look, with this scaling that we have used over here, 1 centimeter, 1 unit, 1 centimeter, 10 units, this point cannot be plotted, right? Because it's a very large values. So you have to choose the scaling then accordingly. Then you would choose maybe 1 centimeter is equals to 100 units. तो फिर ये आ जाएगा ना 200 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा over here.
ठीक है सर.
So you have to understand the scaling. According to the situation, you choose the scaling. Otherwise, the question will also give you the scale. If they have not given you, then you have to choose the scale very logically, so that all of the values that you want to plot, you can sketch them properly. They can be accommodated on the single same sheet. You will do some questions, you will get a better idea. Then how the questions come in your P4 plotting questions. They can give you equations, very odd equations as well. Some equations which you have never seen. Let's suppose look over here, and they have given written down.
Paper 2 या paper 4?
What? Come again.
Sir, paper 2 या paper 4?
Paper 2 in O levels or paper 4 in IGCSE. The calculator one. So look, they can give you equations like these. The first equation is a cubic equation, power 3. The second equation, there is no name for it because it is random, anything. The third one is a exponential equation. You can see your equation, the variable is in the power. So 1 upon 4, 2 power x. And then what they can also give you, for what values you have to plot. They will give you a box like this, something. And they will give you the values of x. You will find the values of y. And they can give you, look, these values of x. For n, -1, -2, oh sorry, not this. They can give you any values. They can give you -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will you do? You will just use your calculator and get the values of the y for each values of x using a calculator directly. So 1 upon 4. Sorry. Multiply by 2 power x. Or you can write power -2. This is 1 upon 16. Power -3. Sorry, -1. 1 upon 8. Power 0. 1 upon 4. This would be 1 upon 2. This would be 1. This would be 3. 2. This would be 4. So now you have the values, all of these values. So now what will you do? They will give you a single sheet like this. Wait a minute. Graphs and coordinate geometry. This is the question. Look. This is how they would give you the question. Exact same format that they have given you in the syllabus outline. Look. 2x plus 3 upon x square, something like that. Look. 2x square plus 240 upon x. And they have given you the values for x that you have to plot it. 1 till 8. And look, the table also. They will give you a table also like this. So you would just use your calculator. 2 times 5 square plus 240 upon 5. So 98. Let me bring this question over there.
सर 6 के साथ 112
क्या आवाज अटक रही है? कम अगेन.
सर 6 के साथ 112 है
6 के साथ 112 है. अच्छा देखते हैं. Let me bring the other part also. I'm not going to go in very much detail right now. Okay, I'm just giving you the overall general idea of how we will go on and move on to doing the difficult part as well. Right now, I'm just teaching you how to plot the graphs. There are many more things that you can do with the graphs. They will ask you, the second, third parts will be related to the graph. But right now, we're just focusing on how the general question would come on. So they can give you the equations like these, okay, and then they would give you a table like this to fill in. And what are the answers? 1 1 2 4 6. And what is the answer to the 5 1? We found it. I found it. 98. This is 6. This is 6. So 1 1 2. Okay, now we have all of the answers. So now we will plot the points. They have already given you the scaling, everything they have given it to you, and now we just plot it. So 1 comma 1 comma 242. So you will have to identify how much is the value of one small box. You can see total distance from total one bigger box is 20 units. 20 units.
5 का
One
difference.
big box. And one small, there are how many boxes small? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 small boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20 divided by 5 will give you 4.
4
So this means that each box is 4 units. So this is 224, 228, 232, 236. Okay, so now you know things about this. So now you can start plotting. 1 comma 242. We know this is 244. So 242 would be somewhere
तो
between.
हाफ में लगाएंगे
क्या लिख रहा हूँ? Here 44. So in between somewhere over here. This would be 242. So 1 was over here, and this would become 1 comma something like this. 1 comma 242. And look at the plotting that I've done. Neat and tidy. And this is 1. So x on the 1 and on y you have 242. Then the next one 2 comma 128. 128 is, this would be 124 and 128.
So second box में
Yeah, second box after 120. 2 comma 120. Then you have 3 comma 98. 98 would be, this is 96 in between. 3 comma 98 in between. Then 4 comma 92. 92 would be over here. Then 5 comma 90. 5 comma 98 again. It is going up. Then 6 comma 112. 112 is 114, 118, 1112. 112. Then 7 comma 132. 120, 124, 128, 132. 8 comma 158. 158 is over here. So you have plotted it, and now you will join them with a smooth curve, passing through all these points, okay? Not just randomly like this, anything. You will properly follow the points. Look at the next point while you are trying to join, while you're trying to bring in your pencil to that point. So this is a very good to sketch. This part is not. Okay. है ना? साफ सुथरा. This is how you would work. Any questions? You will make a solid line. Okay, I have this. I'm trying to make this sketch, this curvature over here on the screen. The screen is very smooth. I can't make it with a single stroke. That's why I've made a dotted line. But you will make a solid line. It would go one single hand properly like this. Like this. So look, my hand is a little bit shaking because the screen is very smooth. But you will have to draw it on a page, so it won't be as difficult. So it should join all the points that you have plotted with a smooth curve. Don't just again and again do things like this. That would just make things worse. If your joint it is going like this, then this is also wrong. If it is going like this is also wrong. Okay. Okay. This is an important part. This is how you plot, and this is how you join with a smooth curve. This is the general plotting and sketching. We will move on to this thing later on. We will continue the second or third part of this question. There are more things that you can also do with this same page. Okay, so now you know what is plotting. Now you know what is sketching. Oh, sorry, this joining with a smooth curve, and you know about the scaling. You know about the this block, this filling the box. Now we want to move on to sketches. Sketches of the general equations. Then we would move on to coordinate geometry, and we will move on to this question again while we are doing the coordinate geometry. The coordinate geometry is the complete chapter. Sketches. So now we want to learn the sketches. So what sketches do we have? We have linear sketches. We have quadratic sketches. We have cubic as well. Let me check. Yes, look, all of these. Cubic, reciprocal, exponential. Give me a second. So we will learn how to sketch these. This, what we did over here, this is called plotting. This is plotting. When you plot, you find individual points and then you join them properly with a smooth curve. This is plotting. Sketching is giving you the idea about the overall, what do you say, शक्ल को क्या कहते हैं, ओवरऑल शक्ल सूरत क्या बोलते हो इंग्लिश में, ओवरऑल जनरल आइडिया बोले क्या, इंग्लिश खत्म हो गई मेरी. You only show the important points, only the important details of the graph. For example, the x-intercepts, the y-intercept, these are very important to show. X-intercept, y-intercept, turning point, if there is any, and asymptotes, if there is any. You will learn what are asymptotes. So when you will sketch the linear, quadratic, cubic, these equations, reciprocal, exponential, you will show the x-intercept, the y-intercept. If there are asymptotes, you will show them. If there are turning points, you will show them. And the general, what do you say, the flow of the curves. Okay, now we don't have much time. I will stop the class right now, the recording. This is enough for today.